Everyone in. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to take your seats inside, please?
My name's Joy Swift, and for the last 29 years I've been killing people for a living. Years ago, in 1981, I invented a very weird thing called murder weekends. And I've taken it all over the world, and I've had a very interesting life. And then, of course, I've killed loads of other people. I've shot them, and I've strangled them, and I've stabbed them, and yeah, it's been interesting, really.
I was raped when I was younger!
You're just a frigid old woman and just trying to make bloody trouble. Leave me alone! I've had enough of it! And I've had enough of you! So... Will you marry her?
No. No. Oh my God, excuse me.
I was working for a small chain of hotels, and I was in PR marketing. And my main job was thinking up new ideas and producing brochures to get what we call in the tourist trade bums in beds. But anyway, I was driving to work one morning, and I heard on the radio, it was just on the news, and I heard on this radio report that there'd been a gangland shooting in the plaza in New York. My immediate reaction, being in PR, wouldn't it be awful if it happened in one of my hotels? We'd have lots of bad publicity, and how could we cope with that? And then, ping, the light bulb really went on, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to be dropped into an Agatha Christie-type film or Columbo? And so, 20-minute journey from home to the hotel where I worked, and I came up with the idea of Murder Weekends. I write a plot which always has a theme to it. And the theme is a reason why 80 strangers, virtual strangers, arrive at a hotel. So it could be a wedding, or like this weekend, it's a charity weekend. There will be 8 or 9 actors who are mixed amongst them, and they have all got very complex character details. So they know that over the course of the weekend, 3 of them are going to die, and the other 5 are suspects, and they've got very complicated stories and reasons why they have to kill these people. I'm very careful in giving all the guests all the details, all the clues, so that they can work out exactly who done it. That's the name of the game.
It's all useful because we need to know who everybody is. So, of course, this might help us put together a picture of that person, but it might not necessarily help us to solve the murders. So it's elimination as much as trying to work out what's what.
So they arrive. There's the first death on Friday night. The second death usually happens Saturday afternoon. Sometimes we have more. Sometimes we have deaths appearing on the board, historical deaths, so somebody could have been killed a month ago that might all relate. And over the course of the weekend, in the incident room, the guests will be presented with probably 60 pieces of evidence. And what happens more and more as the weekend goes on is that a piece of evidence will go up on the board, and the guests may see that there's an affair going on. So they'll love going over to the person saying, oh, you're having an affair with so-and-so, and cause trouble. The guests love causing trouble.
She's the one that started it! There's 2 sides to every story, my love. Why don't you leave it? We'll talk about it later.
You only know what he told you!
You tried to kill him!
Pelican. 29 gave his name to idleness.
I want people to enjoy it to the utmost. However, if we get guests that are going to start spoiling other guests' fun, then I'll stomp on that very quickly. So by the end of Saturday night, they probably had 3, if not more, deaths. They will have got at least 60 pieces of evidence. And then on Sunday, they frantically have to sort it all out in their minds and write out who did it before the policeman does his sort of denouement on Sunday morning. Who wants to taste the blood?
Is it nice? What is it?
Seriously, tastes nice. It's peppermint, spearmint.
I drink.
But what's good is it really has the consistency, and I don't want guests to say, "Oh look, they've got tomato ketchup." I want it to be good, so that it looks the right colour and the right consistency. I have created all these knives and all these weapons, which I thought to myself, how can I get it so that it looks completely like it's embedded in the skin? And certainly you saw last night, they do get a bit of a shock.
How much blood would you say you've been through in your career?
Oh my God. I reckon I probably do a bath a year. A bath of blood a year.
I'm Judy and I'm playing Pearl Hudson, a homophobic mother. Leave me alone.
So you won't come to the wedding then?
Oh my God. Not in a million trillion years. That's really basically her.
Do you like dying?
Yes, I do, quite. It's always nerve-wracking getting into place, but once you're there, it's okay.
Yeah, I think Saturday night's the best. Because then you have all the fun and you have all the rows.
And you get an early night and an early
night, breakfast in bed,
yes.
And it's all very civilised.
Yes.
That's the one I like best.
Well, I came first of all as a guest and then eventually got asked if I wanted to join in this side of it.
We came on as guests. Yeah. We came on
Christmas one. About 5 years ago.
5.5 years ago we came on for Christmas, and because we made such idiots of ourselves running around taking it so seriously, she asked us if we wanted to do acting, and we said yeah.
Yeah, I came first as a guest about 20 years ago. I think I did my first plot in Llandrindod, Wales, about 22 years ago.
For goodness sake, sit down and shut up!
Great fun to do.
Well, I came as a guest the first time, and it looked such fun, and I was talking to Joy, and she said, well, if you fancy it, she said, why don't you come along and have a try? So, yeah, she just took me on.
There's something I'm going to tell you that's going to please you. Your precious father didn't fall down the stairs. I pushed the bastard. I killed your so-called surrogate mother, Jess, as well.
Come on,
bitch. And if I don't want a disappointment, you were going to turn
Come
up
on
to
along,
me.
madam.
I'd have killed you as well.
Come on, darling, take it.
And I am absolutely not about glorifying murder, which, being a vegetarian and a pacifist, it's absolutely something I abhor. But what I do love is the puzzle. I love writing a really good, strong plot that hangs together well, that keeps people working until the wee small hours of the morning, because they've got so much to sort of slot in.
Bryony, which room is she in?
I came up with this idea, and it was like giving birth to this monstrous baby that's just taken over my entire life.
Don't make me beat down the door! Get out of here now! What's wrong with you?
I was young and free and single and happy, and really I haven't had much social life, because every weekend when people socialise, I'm away working.
My death will not come till I breathe all the air out my lungs, till my fortune is sold, it all is fleeting, yeah, but all is good.
Oh, I would have got married. I was in a long-term relationship when I came up with the idea, and my future was always I was going to get married, I was going to have children, I'd probably be divorced by now, my children would be at university costing me a fortune, and so I think that would have been my life.
And my love is my whole being, and I've shared what I could. Give a little love and get
But that's on the sort of the side that I look at as the downside. But the plus side is I've met the most fantastic people. Guests that come on Murder Weekends are always fun, they're always friendly. They always go away on the Sunday, and it's a massive boost when they go away saying, we've had the best time. I've had people saying, this has been the best weekend of my life.
You meet new friends, you meet friends you've met before, even the cast, you know a lot of them, and it's great to interact with people that you know. And it's more than just that. I think Joy's got the most devious mind.
She's a genius. I mean, she just has the ability to write. I mean, what goes on in her head is sometimes hard to understand.
And she's such a nice person. She's such a nice person, but she's got all these dark thoughts. But she's got all these dark thoughts, and you think, where do they come from?
Yeah, I know. That's scary, isn't it?
It's scary.
Yeah.
Don't break his heart. Yeah, if you give a little love, you can get a little love of your own. Don't break his heart.
You've been filming this tonight. Because if you've been filming it, I need to have a look at your camera. Seriously, once I left here, I need to look at your camera because you might capture some evidence for us, okay? And I don't appreciate being filmed, so if you wouldn't mind just turning it off for me, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, darling.
Fun. It is fun.
Bloody fantastic.
We enjoy it. If we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't be doing it.
Non-stop fun, really. It's just it. And it can be what you want it to be. It can be hard work, it can be detecting, it can be mucking about with your friends, it can be whatever you want.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's enjoyable on every level. I mean, I find it, even though I know what's going on, sometimes difficult to understand how people get to the result they do. But there are people, clever people come along and they get trophies time after time, and people come. There are a lot of guests who come every plot change, just enjoy doing battle with joy, effectively, in getting it right.
And so you go away thinking, that's really good that I've changed somebody and made a real difference. And I've had stories over the years that have been really sort of gut-wrenching stories. That afterwards I thought, oh my word, I've made a difference. There was one. There were a group of women. There were 12 of them. And they had a ball. They played all the games, they sleuthed, and they just had the best time. And on the Sunday I went over and I said, well, I don't think I need to ask whether you'll be back again. And they said, no, we will. And they said, but unfortunately Mary won't. And I said, oh, why? And she said, oh, well, she's probably only got about 2 months to live. And I was like, oh, God. And it turns out that these 12 women had all met at a breast cancer sort of help group, and this particular one was terminal. But all through the weekend, if you'd looked at them, they were just women having a ball. And you didn't know that they all had this sort of shadow hanging over them. And it really sort of moved me at the end, because I thought, oh my God, I've made them forget everything for 3 days. It's good.